Welcome in. Let me know while everyone's coming in. Do your praises and prayers. Let me know how your weekend is going so far. How was your Christmas? If I didn't get a chance to talk to you yet. I've lost track months ago, and now she is. About Ash being arrested. Yeah, we can talk about that. I got it down. Stop it, Black. I had to do something with myself. I've been slacking. I've not been doing my hair. I've been putting on a little bit of makeup and not like doing the whole thing. So I just needed to do that for myself to feel better. So thank you, love. And did you just see Anti shaved his eyebrows off? Yes. It took me a while to even notice it. Thank you, Lisa. It took me a while. Some people sent it to me. I'm like, what's different? He has so many tattoos on his face. It took me. Either I'm just blind. Or he just has a lot of tension. It took me a minute to figure it out. Is Bree really pregnant? I don't know. You're not late. I just got here. It's got on. Oh, you're just saying in general with all this stuff. Gotcha. My answer is going to remain the same always on Bree's pregnancy. It's possible. We know they do the do because, well, shit, they put it out onto the internet, them doing it, okay? So we know that. So it's possible. I don't know. What I will say, and I have said this for probably about 9 months now, even if she is, I will not follow that storyline. I will not continue to follow them or make videos. Once everything is over with Baby W, I am done speaking on them. They are of absolutely no interest to me at all. So, DC Lantos, oh my god, Santos Live said he didn't see his family braided. Yeah, he's a liar. I don't know, Elle. I don't know, love. I think people sometimes are so harsh on the people that are really truly going through something. Again, like put yourself in their situation of your child. Thank you, Birdie! Of your child being dangled on the internet right in front of you, and then everybody expecting you to act, perfect. Or when you do pop off or you act out, then you're the crazy one. You're the one being bashed. It blows my mind. You know what I'm saying? What clip of John? Oh, were you talking about from my last video? From the video I just posted? Is that what you're talking about? There was a video. Santos went into somebody else's live that was battling John, talking shit about him. Or I can't remember exactly what he said, to be perfectly honest with you. And John responded back and said, why are you so obsessed with my son? What's wrong with your daughter? Why are you not that obsessed with your daughter? Why are you so obsessed with my son? What's wrong with your daughter that you don't have that same obsession or love for? What's wrong with her? He wasn't saying that there was something wrong, but he's asking him, what is wrong with her that you don't have that same desire to want to be around your own child? So that's what it was. It wasn't that he was calling the baby ugly or he wasn't calling the baby dumb. He was asking Santos, and like, is the baby ugly? Is the baby dumb? Is there something wrong with her? Like, why won't you have this same fight and drive to see your own child? Santos hasn't seen his child since the baby was, a couple months old? But yeah, he gets to spend a week with John's son every single month against court orders. But John's supposed to just act, so okay with it, like that. I don't know where my kid is, and you're with my kid, and see, Santos he's rage baiting. He's going into everybody's life. He's been in my life the last 2 nights talking shit about him, threatening me, all of this stuff. He's been doing the same thing to Krista. He's doing it to people that support him. It's all part of his plan. That's what he wanted. He wanted to get a reaction out of him, and he got a reaction out of him. That's what he wanted. Now Santos comes out with a chat GBT thing like, oh my gosh, I can't believe he would say such a thing. Who would bring a child into this? Who would do that? You know what I'm saying? Now, imagine what Bree's gone through this whole time. Hazel eyes. Santos, let's not forget the fact that she's beating your ass online on a regular. Shut up. Like, what? Yeah, listen, that was a ChatGPT response if I've ever seen one. Exactly, Summer. That's the whole thing, is like, and I can understand. Listen, again, it's playing kids, right? Putting kids out there. Santos knows that that child was not supposed to be at his family's house. He knows damn well for that. He knows he's not supposed to be around his child. He knows that Bree is supposed to be born. Oh, it's the. Thank you guys so much for the daily heart maze. He knows all of that. You know what I'm saying? And so he's highlighting stuff. So he's just Amy, hello. He's just rage baiting him. He got what he wanted. He got a response out of him, and he thinks that that's gonna do something grand, right? Exactly, Black Mom. He did. He came into my live and he said, "Fuck the orders," because he doesn't care. Jess, you've watched for 100 minutes. Of course they know, but don't care about consequences. Only if you, exactly. They utilize Baby W. Hey, Pretty Jackie, for views, for money. That's it. So, yeah, listen. Santos says a lot of stuff that's not true. Santos just has diarrhea of the mouth. He's young. He's level 7. Welcome in. Thank you, love. Hey, JJ. He says a lot of things. His brain's not fully developed. He just says whatever comes to mind. And can John get a DVR against him? I mean, he can request one. He has to prove it to the courts. I guarantee you Christy can get one. Yeah. Thank you, love. I appreciate that. I try to bring good energy. He's around W because no one tells him no other than... Yes. Yeah, exactly. Very well stated, Mel. No one tells him no. No one tells him no. Yeah, I was watching that right before I came on. That's why I was a little bit late. I was watching some of it to see. Because, Prez has missed Messy Boots. Now, I love me some Prez. Don't get it wrong, right? I'm old. Prez was our news back in the day, right? He was our TMZ. He was who we got our celebrity gossip from back in the day. But he's still a Messy Boots. Hey, Roxy, my love. How are you? No one tells him no except his baby mama. Right? Now, let's put this into perspective for a second, guys. Let's say Bree is pregnant. And let's say Bree does have a baby. And then they break up because, well, we know that's likely what's going to happen. What's going to happen then with this child, right? Is Bree going to, or is Santos just going to walk away? Or is Santos going to then come out and be like, listen, I have video evidence of her putting her hands on me on a regular basis. I have evidence of her, all the stuff that he's doing. He's going to have a whole lot more evidence than John did against her. So is he going to do that in order to try to get custody of the baby? What do you guys think? Let's do a poll. What do you guys think would happen? Red will be yes, he's going to fight for custody. Blue would be no. This is if Santos and Bree break up if they have a baby. Red is Santos will fight to get custody of the baby. Blue, no. So curious. Wait, why isn't it popping up? No, none of the numbers are showing. Hold on. We have to do it again. Because they're not registering. It still says 00 on my end. Oh, I don't know how to end it. We'll have to do it again, guys. Sorry. The numbers still say 0. Do they say 0 on your end too? I'm assuming. Oh, it's showing on your... Okay, good. You guys will have to tell me because on my end it still says 00. It's at 100. Okay. That is so weird. Yeah, it still says 0 on my end. It's Reggie. Okay, I got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. My allergies. Okay. Oh, now it popped up. Okay, so 54 think yes, he would, and 133 think no. Okay, perfect. Hey, Angel. Gosh, dang it. I didn't bring any tissue. Stupid allergies. Yeah, that would be very interesting. I was just curious, Adrian, if Brie and Santos had a baby and then they broke up, would Santos... See, that's what I think. I think in a sense he would, to kind of make it difficult. Like, he would file something, but I don't think he would go for full custody because, let's be honest, Santos doesn't want or need to be... Oh, the daily heart meets. I forget now that they have it set up. I guess they have it set up for the daily heart meets as a goal. It gets me every time. Yeah, it's just storyline. Yep. Thank you guys so much. Oh my gosh. We're at 415 daily heart meets. You guys are freaking amazing. Okay. Can CPS investigate them just for the DV alone? Yeah. Yeah. Hold on, let me get tissue. My allergies. Our rain finally stopped. Thank God. We finally have no rain. But now all the like trees and needles and stuff are all falling down. Anyways, that's a mess. Nobody cares about my allergy problems. I live in the damn woods. That's what I get. Anyways, in regards to that, yes, in most cases, again, check your state. I know in my state, staying in a domestic violence situation is considered child AB. Your child can be removed from your home if you stay in a DV situation. But again, that may not be in every single state because, again, for some random reason, CPS is not universal. It doesn't, the states don't connect. But yeah, they can do that. But not until the child's born. Same in Cali, same in North Carolina. It's like flipping. Really? It's hot in Texas? Man, it is. Well, we're finally cooler now, but no rain. But I mean, my state's like underwater. Like, we're flooded. Nobody cares, though. Because, you know, we're just over here. Do you think Brie will have her visits? No, absolutely not. Yeah, I cannot see her having visits in California anytime soon. The mid-80s? That doesn't even feel like Christmas. Yeah, after this, especially, I had already thought before this visit, I had already said I highly doubt she was going to get visits in California. After this visit, no way. No way is she getting... Listen. Yeah, she still has... Why is it so warm everywhere? What the heck? It's almost January. But yeah, she still has W till tomorrow. 80 degrees in December? Oh, absolutely not. I'm so jealous. I'm in Buffalo. It's icy, dark, and free. Listen, I love the snow. 70. That is crazy. 77 in Georgia. Why is it so warm? That's too much. See, there you go. PA. -4. Wait a minute, Kays, where are you? -40 degrees? Oh, you're in Canada. Wait, do you do Celsius or Fahrenheit there? If it's Celsius, what is that Fahrenheit? I don't know. I never paid attention to that in school. Joan had more stuff on her. Oh, absolutely. Oh, I'm sure of that. That's what kills me when people say that, you know, he's put absolutely... Dang, Rachel, that's crazy. Wait, so -40 Celsius is also -40 in Fahrenheit? Interesting. 15 degrees in Maine. That's what I'm talking about. That's the degrees that I like. I like it cold. -11 here in Canada for me. I need to go to Canada. What the heck? Down south is so hot. That's crazy to me. Oh, that's where they meet up is -40? Oh, no, I'm going to have to look into that. Very interesting. So, all right, guys. So what are we going to chat about? The first thing we have is Ash Trevino. So that was the first request, so that's what we're going to talk about. And I'm going to correct myself. I will always admit when, oh God, Stella, please. I thought, who was that? I thought you loved me. Rachel, I thought you loved me. Do we have to? Are you going to force me? Are you going to make me? If I throw a fit like Braid, will you still make me? I hate it here. I hate it here. Don't make me do it. Fine. I mean, I really don't know what to say, to be honest, about her, but I will. But I don't get the hype on Stella. And if you guys were following me about a year ago when I was doing my videos, I should start doing them again, because you guys do bring up a lot of videos about different people that I don't know. But if you guys have been following me for a long time, I used to do videos that says, what do you guys want me to do a deep dive on? Let me know, and I'll give you a social worker's opinion on blah, 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 blah. And I got Stella and Owen so much, and I had never seen a video, never heard of them, nothing. I had no idea who they were. How I wish I could rewind time. How I'm so mad at all of the 100 people that made me look. It was them, and that's someone else I haven't seen for a long time. Is Najim. Laura and Najim or whatever. Are they still around? Did they finally get the boot? Because I haven't seen them for a long time. Yes, 3. We talked about that yesterday. Norali, that's her name. Norali. Oh God, they're still here? Thank God they don't pop up on my live. Hi, Kassan. Okay, so let's focus. So, Ash T. Okay. No. He is unblocked. If he can be nice. I did that for People Are Garbage because I love her. She likes to be able to get her jabs in. Okay. So in regards to Ashley, I had said, hi Mama Deb, I had said originally that I felt she had done something at the dental office, right? I said, I don't know. I used to do the fraud department at the welfare office many moons ago, decades ago. It was done differently. So I wasn't sure it was that. Oh, thank you, WV Mama. And the charges were different than what they once were. They were written up different. But I also told you guys that was decades ago. So now more information has come out. And in fact, it does appear that they are going after her for welfare fraud, for her fraudulently claiming or getting benefits for her children. The other reason why that didn't make a lot of sense to me is because back in 2019, she wasn't making the money she's making now. I mean, I guess she was working at the dental office. A lot of people were really going with the whole dental office thing because somebody did a live and someone came on and said that they were the office manager and that she's the one that tipped them all off back in 2019. I did not believe absolutely any of that. The way the lady was telling the story and the things that she said did not make any sense. So then I was like, okay, that's not it. Either that or this lady's just on here to get some attention or whatever. I'm curious how it works when she doesn't take care of her. Well, that's part of the reason too. So she can get, okay. So if you apply for and receive TANF, food stamps, medical benefits, and you do not report your income or you don't have your kids, that means you have fraudulently received benefits. Medical and TANF is state issued money. Food stamps is federal. Right? So there's two different charges or levels, right? So she could have been making too much money at the bank to even receive the benefits at the time, but she doesn't have the kids. Her mom and dad have had the kids. So if they're going back from 2019 to current, and I don't know in her state, again, she's in a different state than me, so I would have to look at what it is for time way back in the day when I did it. Like I said, we would typically set it up to where you could, if you were now eligible for benefits, we would take like 50% of it to go against, or if you were working, we would take a certain amount of money. The first time you kind of got just like a ding. The second time you were completely ineligible for all benefits for, I think it was 6 months. And the third offense, you were ineligible for benefits for life. For life. But again, I did that a very long time ago. So I'm sure all of that has changed. She says she started getting food stamps automatically after. No, that's not how that works. Yeah, that's not how that works at all. She's a liar. You don't just randomly just... No. You have to go through an entire application process. You have to sign. You have to go through an interview. You have to provide verification of everybody in the household, what your income is, how much your rent is, etc., etc., etc. I can still go through the entire process. Yeah, you have to apply for them personally. You don't just randomly get it. I know a lot of people too are thinking, is she getting, are her children getting survivor death benefits? That I don't know. Yeah, she would only have to turn in the death certificate if the father was receiving benefits with him, which he wasn't, because was he in prison too or no? I can't remember. Yeah, you don't receive nothing. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, if he was an illegal immigrant, he's not... They wouldn't get survivor benefits anyways. Those kids were for office here, and that's definitely not... Yeah, you don't just get them. We're talking about Ash Trevino. And so she has been... I can't remember now what the charges are. Yeah. So... Ashley turned me into a president just like Santos. Yeah, listen, Santos and Ashley are perfect for, and Brie. They're just like they're a perfect throuple. A throuple full of lies. I work for a Medicaid, MCO, and that's, yeah. You have to go through the entire application process. Did you see your failed attempt to say baby W wasn't as oh, yeah. Yeah, no. Baby W was in San Antonio. Baby W was at Santos's family's house, and Santos was there as well. And we all know that because of who? Not because of me, not because of John, not because of anybody else on the internet except for Santos and Brie. Santos and Brie are the people that put it out onto the internet that they were in San Antonio. We don't know that her attorney isn't telling her to stop. Brie chooses to listen to nobody but Brie. That's who Brie listens to. Oh, I don't know if they filed anything. Ashley! Look at the butterflies. Oh my god, the butterflies get me every time. Jordan confirmed, or sorry, John. Oh god, I can't see. John confirmed what? Oh, that he was in San Antonio? Yeah. She posted on Snap saying Daddy Santos sent baby W dinner. Listen, keep it up, Brie. Keep posting. Just keep it up. Do your thing. Do your big one, honey. You got until tomorrow. Do your big one. Get your snuggles in. Angie, look at my comment. Okay. Hold on. Oh, there is no other. The only other one is, see. I don't know what comment you're talking about. The only other one you have was Santos blocked, and now this one saying, look at my comment, absolutely disgusting behavior. Oh yeah, she knows what she's doing. I don't know what he meant by that he knew before TikTok knew, but if you guys remember, when he went out to go meet with Mop in Florida, remember he went to the hotel that night and he was like, I can't sleep. I don't know what it is. I can't sleep without my son. I thought it was just being around people. I got a hotel. I can't sleep. When you are so connected with your child, and it does not matter how old they get. Like I told you guys before, my kids are all adults. I still get this feeling. When you know something is up or something is wrong, you get a feeling. So I don't know if he meant like that, or if he physically, like if he already had, said information. Yep. Yes, his anxiety was going crazy. He knew something was... Absolutely. He is very connected with his son. Very much so. Just sick to my stomach that a child is being treated. Me too. I cannot... Listen. I do not know why she posted that video of him, of Baby W, so upset and her begging him for a kiss. That video is, to me, is so disturbing. So disturbing. He is so not connected with her at all. Like, at all. And people will be like, you're so dramatic. Yes, he is. Because they'll see a time where he'll smile or he'll, like, cling to her. Because she has him around a bunch of people he doesn't know. He barely knows her. It's just such a... It's just such a sad thing. Yeah, that whole thing of trying to give me a kiss. And I cannot get past her always being wrapped up and that baby always being in a diaper. We live in a crazy world and crazy times. And she should know better than any of us because of the industry that she is in. She should know more than any of us. Why on earth would you put a child in only a diaper onto the internet? For what? Remember the videos she used to do with him only in a diaper and her in her filming robe? Have you guys noticed she hasn't been wearing her filming robe? Crazy. My eyes are so freaking puffy. I can't even read the dang comments. That's how she gets paid. I know, but Stacey, that's the thing that I just don't... You guys are making me doubt the judge here, my dang self. Listen, I still believe... Oh, let me try this. I still believe in the judge that she's going to hold true. That she's going to come out. I have to believe that. I want to believe that because that's how... Ashley! Oh my gosh, she's so cute. Thank you, love. It's so cute. Because I've seen judges do it time and time and time and time and time again. Right? I know deep down, this is their thought process. I know deep down, you can do good. I'm going to give you an opportunity to show me you do good. Don't disappoint me. Or, I know deep down, you're going to fuck up. But I don't have the evidence yet to prove it, and I need it. So I'm going to give you an opportunity. And that's what I feel like that judge did. And Bree did exactly. She went above and beyond. She got some extra credit on overdoing the fuckeration, right? Like she overdid the fuckeration. So I do hope and believe that the judge is going to make some changes. Now, I'm not saying completely take the child away altogether. That's not what I'm saying. But she has to learn a lesson. She has to have some consequences. She either needs to go back to supervised visitation. You guys also know I'm not a huge fan of supervised visitation. But Bree's made it to where that's what it's going to be. Or there's going to be no visitation for a while until she takes certain steps. Tomorrow is my understanding. She isn't, yes, Trish, that is one thing Bree is she is an overachiever at violating her court orders. Yes. You guys, because they didn't sign something the first time, so I didn't get a kidnapping charge. Oh, silly them. Let me try it again. Now I have an anti-kidnapping order. Let me kidnap them for real this time. Let's see if they can do it this time. What is she doing? I just... And it just breaks my heart. Like, over Christmas, while we're celebrating with our families and stuff, I just have a vision of 2K being in that hotel just stressed out, and Mom at 2K just being at home just glued to her. Just, I can't even imagine. I would be going crazy. I would have no hair left. I would legitimately go crazy. They are much better people than me. I'd have flown my... Never mind. Let me just shut up. She just now posted that Baby W calls... No, he should be talking for a while. Because again, remember, my youngest granddaughter is a month and a couple days younger than him, and she puts a couple words together, so they should be talking at this time. Not everyone's putting a couple words together, but he should say words. But why would he be calling Santos Papa? Why would he call Santos Papa if he never seen him? He can't be around him. Bree says herself she can't break orders, right? Wait, where did you see that at, Jordan? Let me make sure that I get that. Because I'm so confused on that. If Santos is not there, Santos isn't around, as Bree says, why would he call him Papa? He wouldn't know him. He wouldn't know him to call him Papa. So that's interesting. I'm assuming that was probably on Snapchat. Dang it, now I can't find her comment. Allergies are kicking my fucking ass today. I see you guys are coming together. Parenting classes. So this is what I think will happen. Yeah, it's Snapchat. Okay, I'm sure he's got it, but I'll make sure. You guys, please, I will ask you this. You guys don't everybody send anything to him. I'm assuming John and Mama 2K are so overwhelmed with everything that is going on right now. Let them get through this time. Let them get the child back and whatnot. Yes, absolutely rage baiting. But if he goes home, if Baby W does happen to go home and is saying Papa, they would know why. Right? Because there's not a Papa at their house. So why is he saying Papa? Oh, what the hell? Are you still not feeling good, love? I'm telling you, whatever this shit is horrible. I think I'm finally past that. I think mine right now, like I said, is allergies because we were flooded. And now that the flood is going away, I think we just have I don't know, something I'm allergic to. My prediction, ooh, I love when you guys ask me that. My prediction is, yeah, tomorrow is my understanding. So my prediction for, okay, thank you. I'll make sure it gets to the right hands. Oh no, yeah, this illness has been horrible. My prediction is that the move away order will be granted. That they're definitely purposely causing John. Oh, absolutely, 100%, 100%. Yes, and if he wanted to, he could press for that if he wanted to. I think right now their concern, and again, this is all my assumption, their concern is making sure that the child gets home. They don't even know if the child's back in Dallas. Or have they posted? I haven't been on at all today, so I don't know if they've been on. If Brie and Santos have posted they're back in Dallas. I don't know. But my prediction. So, I believe that the move away order is going to be granted. I believe that there will be absolutely no visitation whatsoever in California. And I think that she's either going to go to supervised visitation, which I don't know how long she will do, if she'll do it all. Or I believe visitations will be halted and she'll be required to do stuff. Because again, she has yet to even do her 12 weeks of parenting class. And the judge may at this point, because at this point there's been no rug testing required, no mental evals done, nothing. Let's rewind back. Hi, let's rewind back to when the whole napping thing happened at the MILF house, right? What did she say when she was walking down? She's like, I'm going to check myself in. I'm going to get my mental health right because I know my mental health is fucked up. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Cindy. So I would think a mental eval would be appropriate at a minimum. right? Parenting classes, and a mental eval at a minimum. And she may very well, I wonder if she would be able to do that. Enter or put in like a no contact order with baby W to make it, even though she has a court order that says he's not allowed to be a part of the visitation process in any whatever. Said it many times, same thing, but I wonder if she would do that, if she'd be able to put a restraining order against him. I don't know. Capacity. Thank you. My capacity in my brain is over it. I don't have any capacity. Okay, thank you, Cindy. Yeah, I saw that the last time I said I got it. I'll watch it. Well, that's what I'm thinking, Jane, is if she was to issue a no contact order for baby W in Santos. That way, if they go again, we're just playing. We're just doing what ifs at this point, okay? What if the judge says, okay, so we're going to give her 3 more months of visitation every other weekend out in Texas. And then they find out that Santos is there again. At that point, if John knew in time and was able to call the police, there's a lot of what ifs, right? But if the police were called and Santos was there when there's a no contact order against the child, then charges could be pressed. Right now, they just have a note that says he can't be there, but visitation and child custody stuff is a civil matter. So I think that there needs to be a stronger order against Santos. Yeah, she does not, I'm with you. She does not deserve any more chances. The judge needs to put her foot down and put it down hard. And be like, you know what? I gave you a chance. I gave you an opportunity. And you completely said, buck those orders. Literally, their words. Buck those orders. And now we have rape you're making. That's what herself. You know what? I never, ever watch Ruby. Ever. She's another one that never comes up. I have no interest in watching her. I know that a lot of you guys messaged me the other day because she was talking shit about me. I really don't care. Because there's nothing that she could say that would be like, huh, you know what? Maybe she's right. She's right. Maybe I should try a different approach. Or maybe I should do this or whatever. There's nothing that Ruby could say that would make me do that. Now, if there's people out there making videos about me, they're like, hey, you do this, or this. What if you tried this, and it made it right? You know what I'm saying? Then I would absolutely. Yeah, people will, this is what I'll say about this. Yeah, I think the DVR should be extended. People a lot of times will ask me in my comment. First of all, let me say this. I have just let y'all go at it in the comments, okay? Because, oh, absolutely, Cass. I've been saying that forever. The 3 weeks of no contact and 1 week of contact is too long. It needs to be every other weekend. I don't care what their expense is. She can go to Paris and all over be there for your child. Okay, but you have all the Bree supporters and Santos coming into my comments, and some of y'all are killing me. You guys are just going at it in the comments. And it is cracking me up, especially with one person in particular. If you guys are in my comments, because this bitch, she comments on every single video. Every single video. Multiple times. Baby Shark said, I just came out of the comments. In there. Chewing them up. Multiple times. She will comment on every single video. And it is just the dumbest, absolute the dumbest stuff. But a comment that I do see a lot is, and it makes sense to me, so this is what I'm going to answer. Why is she so grown? She's a grown-ass woman. I am. Why is she so concerned with these young kids' business? It's kind of weird. It's not that I'm concerned with these young kids' business, but I could see outsider looking in, knowing nothing about me, how that could be. The fact is that this is my specialty in the work that I do, is I work with youth and young adults, right? So this is it's my job. This is my passion of the people that I work with. And so when, like I said, when I first saw it, I was extremely intrigued, I think is the right word, because here I see a very young child, hey Ashton, and a father fighting for custody. That's rare, and it being granted. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's why I think when people make that comment, they don't understand my background and what it is that I do. But I'm trying to work with this group of people, and even though it may not be Bree and Santos or whatever, right, that listen, I get almost every single day, I will get a DM or comment from somebody else that is going through a similar situation that say, I'm a silent watcher and I've learned from you, or I got this, or can I ask you a question? Can you help me with this form? And I've been able to help a whole lot of people by me putting out videos responding to their situations. Because remember, let's not forget, Brian Santos, 2K, all them, they put the information out there. Now, 2K has almost completely withdrawn from putting any of his information, like parenting stuff, out there. But other people, like Ash Trevino, same thing. Even Stella, when I was doing with Stella, with Allison and Vume. When I did videos on stuff like that, people would always, hold on. Oh, well, if I'm a bully, why are you here, love? But people are in very similar situations, and then they come in, and that's how they get the information. And again, they get it for free, right? So it's a blessing. The truth, I didn't know that telling the truth is being a bully. People are just definitely not made the way they used to be. Do you see your snap about Daddy's? Yeah. Pretty and Brie and scam toes. But calling Angie a bully is crazy work. Yeah, because let's not forget, I don't go into Brie and Santos's lives. Santos comes into mine and threatens me all the time. But that's okay to you, Jay? That's okay. That's acceptable behavior. I make videos talking about what it is, exactly what they put out, and how that is going to affect their court case with their custody. But speaking truth and facts, because it doesn't benefit them, that's a bully. Okay, got you. No what? Yeah, honesty is crazy. Can 2K get a restraining order against Santos in Texas for Baby W? Possibly. I mean, you can always file for them. That doesn't mean that's going to be granted. But I think that's why I think that the judge in California should add that in. That way, maybe it will be less likely he'll be around. You guys, we all have to wait till the 6th to find out what's going to happen. Because there's one on the 6th, and then there's one in February. And the one in February is for the motion to compel. Megan, hello, love. Yeah. "10 days to go. We got this. We got it." What is the motion to compel? Well, that was the videos that I did when I was reading. It's up on my YT where I read the entire 90-page document. And then I also put out the demands. So basically, John's attorney put out a request of information from Bree's attorney. The request of information was, I can't remember everything off the top of my head, but basically the request of information was stuff like, where are you residing in California? Providing just different documentation, different stuff they need. I can't remember off the top of my head. And it was to be able to prove where would Baby W be staying if they moved or if they got visitation in California. Bree's attorney responded back and said, we need an extension of time. It was granted. And then they responded back, even though they requested the extra time, it was granted. They responded back and denied everything and did not provide any of the requested documents. There were 12 demands. And then John's attorney put back for a motion to compel, stating that, they've not provided this information, is required information to be able to prove or show where the baby's going to be and whatever. All those videos are up on my page. I go through each individual demand. You can see them. They're all marked demand number 1, demand number 2. They're all on my page. You can see them, or on YT. You can listen to the whole 90 pages if you like all the legal jargon. A lot of people like it, which is why I always read the whole thing. And then I break it down to give you just the little pieces for the people that just want the nitty gritty. Oh, I love that, Megan. When our babies help us out, we're not feeling good. So is it for the judge to just demand they hand it over? In a sense, or find out why didn't they? Sister! Like, why didn't they? What was your reasoning behind not turning it over? Do they have just cause? I don't know what the, I don't know if it's like I don't know what it is. Yay, I'm glad you're here, love. I don't know what the punishment is for not doing it, so I guess we'll find out in February. I can look it up afterwards and tell you guys too. January 6th is the court date for, it's supposed to be for further, for visitation. So that's when we'll find out, will she continue to get visitation? It was supposed to be to see if she could get visitation in California, right? So January 6th, they were going to look at, are you going to get visitation in California? And this is what the judge said, right? You must complete your 12 weeks of parenting classes. Not done. You must have a residence in California. Not be a resident of California, but must have a residence, have a place to live, an establishment in California. She does not have it at that point. And there must not be any issues in the last 4 months of visitation. And there's been issues at every single one. So I don't see her getting visitation in California. But I'm not the judge, so I don't know. Yeah, Barb, I'm with you. That alone, the judge, just on that alone, forget the fuck them orders, right? Forget that. What documents will we see before court? There shouldn't be any other documents coming out before that I know of. Yeah, no, yeah, you can't put Ruby's couch. Like Bree's attorney, I told you guys this in the motion to compel when she responded back about the addresses, because that was somebody like, where has she been living since baby, hey Chris, since baby W's been born to current, where have they been living? Because again, they're trying to show consistency, right? You have dad who's been, he's moved once, but he's been stable and consistent since the child's been born, when she's ping-ponged around. Her attorney responded back with not the address of the house, but literally the MILF house. I don't know why. Paris, hi love. I have no idea why that just tickles my fancy every time I hear it. Like, I have read a lot of court papers in my time. I've never seen anything like that. Yes, that she put back that he knows that she lived at the MILF house during such and such time. Exactly that, the MILF house. Now, I'm starting to think, though, maybe I'm giving her attorney too much credit. Because listen, whether you know your client is wrong or not, or whether, especially, let's put it in a criminal sense, right? Your client or your attorney may very well know that your client did the crime that they are being charged with. You can't say that. You still have to defend them however you can defend them. So that's what her attorney's doing. So when she kept ignoring and answering the questions of when her baby is due, when she kept ignoring that statement, I think it's because her attorney knew that at that time she truly was not pregnant. And she was not going to she's not going to risk her license for Bree. But 3 separate times she swerved around that answer. Yep, legal representation is unbiased. I was just showing my hubby the video where you thought the... Thanks, Terry. Appreciate that. It's what I need. That was so freaking hilarious when that happened. I'm telling you, listen. The range of emotions, y'all. The range of emotions that I went through. And now freaking TikTok has a shitting Christmas tree. I'm like, it's just for me. Tree just comes in, squats down, and just shits out a bunch of presents. Yeah, we were just talking about that stuff. I think that will be very interesting. If in fact that he does call him calls Santos Papa, my first question is, why would he? He's not around, right? W doesn't see him. He hasn't been around him. Why would he call him Papa? He doesn't know. Because remember, in any capacity, right? So he can't be on FaceTime. He can't be on phone calls. He can't be in the yard, in the car, in a box, with the fox, in a train. He can't do any of it. I'm writing a green eggs and ham story about this. You guys will have it by tomorrow. Mama Deb, thank you, love. I don't watch Stranger Things. Yeah, like, who would think to, why would you even say that? I know it's to piss John off. What they're trying to do right now is they're trying to get John pissed off, right? And they're trying to get John to say things for whatever reason, right? To try to make him look bad. Well, at this point, it doesn't really matter what John does. You've made your bed. Now you gotta lie on it. Right, reactive abuse, exactly. So, and again, what a dumb name, Papa. That's like what my grandkids call Grandpa. Yes, they're very much trying to get him to act out of character. I'm with you. My sons never find a word. Both my sons have great women. I'm happy. And she didn't say he will call him Papa. She says he calls him Papa. Yeah. So she'll have to answer to that too. Why would you call him that? She doesn't even know him. I don't know if he did or not. I haven't even seen the video, the thing. Yeah, I don't know. They want him to say things so he can tell the judge. Right. Because she always has to try to find something to balance out what she's doing. There's nothing that you're going to be able to prove that's worse than what you have an anti-kidnapping order on you. And you took the child outside of the jurisdiction that you're allowed to take the child to. It doesn't get much worse than that. Come on. Yeah. Why didn't she get arrested? When, love? This time, you mean? I mean, I don't know. Would the harassment that Santos is doing be a third party? It could be, absolutely. Absolutely, it could be. Because let's not forget, you guys, when the threats were being made against Chris Different, she was in the chat as well on her spam account. She was in the chat. She also made them. One of the things that she said to Chris Different is, he made Mop eat concrete. You're next. She was in my live the other night when he was in here making threats to me. She was in here as well. So she's well aware of what he's doing. Very well aware. She was Snapchatting through my whole life, giving updates. Can the DVRO violations be brought up in court, or is that hold up? Could they be brought up in court? Possibly, but I think at this point, I think they need to My opinion would just be focus on getting the visitation done. Hey, Hazel Eyes. Does Christy live with W and John? No. To get why is Santos with Ash? Listen, I think that they are hard up on money right now. Views are down. Bree's getting banned off every single platform she goes to. It's just a way to bring views in. Yeah, I saw that. Or you guys told me the judge needs to. Well, I think Kelly Girl. I think we'll see if the judge does not. If the judge extends it out or anything like that, then yes, then I'm going to agree with you guys. Right now, I truly, just because I've seen it so many times, I truly think, yeah, we do need AA. I truly think that the judge did this intentionally. Yeah, I love when AA is here. Yeah, I think she did it intentionally because she had to make mistakes. She didn't have enough evidence the last time to say, well, you have to continue with supervised visitation or you can't have him or whatever the case may be. They would have filed an appeal and they would have won. You're here. That's okay, love. That's okay that you can't join. We're just glad that you're here. See, now you know we always think about you, talk about you, and always wish you around. Oh, I gotta do a damn puzzle. Okay, but I have to do a second puzzle. Oh my gosh. Make sure you guys keep tapping. Do your daily heart me as your comments, gift if you want to. But court won't go in. Wait, what do you mean it won't go on January 6th? Why not? Or are you saying it won't go in her favor? Yeah, you don't have to come on, but just give us your input. What do you think will happen January 6th? Motion to compel comes. Oh, it does? Oh, and that's in February. So do you think that they'll just hold back on her visitation until then? Because there's no visitation scheduled for January. And the motion to compel is February. Oh, and you never, ever, ever have to gift. You guys never have to gift me when you come in. Someone did a chargeback. 85. Oh my God. That's crazy. I am sorry, love, but you guys never have to gift me. Absolutely not. If you guys are just in here and tap and comment, that's all I ever ask of you. Yeah, that will be interesting. Thank you, love. That's so beautiful. Thank you, Katie. Oh wait, let's see what it says. It will probably stay the same as it has been. Maybe they will get dates locked in even after this, because you know what happened this week, right? AA. I don't know. I don't. Well, howdy, cowboy. Thank you, love. Yeah, I would be. I mean, listen. We'll take it from AA because, again, she is a practicing family law attorney in California. I personally would be shocked if they gave her another opportunity after she has a anti-kidnap order and she took the child outside of the area. Oh, let me tell you what happened this week then, AA. Hold on, let me take it. Quick little sippy sip. Get a snack, honey. So this week she took baby W for Christmas. She took him to San Antonio. So outside of Dallas and surrounding counties, took him to San Antonio with Santos for Christmas. Santos has been with her this entire time, even though Santos isn't allowed to be there. And she did not contact John to ask John, is it okay if we go to San Antonio? Nothing. She just took him and left. Yeah. So she broke, I think, like the three main things, right? You can't go outside of Dallas County. Dallas County or surrounding counties. He can't be around Santos. And you guys, she can't come up. Please don't try to force her to come because she's probably with family or doing whatever. So we're just thankful she's here to answer the couple questions that she can. Can't be around Santos. Oh, and then didn't get permission from John. Yeah, but that's not in the order. Like, because he's Santos, and Bree, while they've had baby W, have been in both Chris Different and my chats threatening me, and threatening Christy, and asking what city 2K lives in. There's just been a whole bunch of stuff, but the main thing for me is the fact that she took baby W with Santos outside of Dallas and surrounding counties without permission to Santos's family, and there's verification of all of it. It's not alleged. Oh, in any capacity? Yeah, if she has time. The verification has been, I don't think those things will stop. Parenting time. I know y'all. No, we don't hate to hear it. We want to know. That is crazy to me, though. If she can just continue to just break the order, the court orders, because she has the court orders too. That's craziness. Ouch. California is different, people, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. That would be shocking to me, especially with an anti-kidnap order. It's not even just like a regular order. She has an anti-kidnapping order, and she took the baby outside of the jurisdiction where he's supposed to be. I know. Hey, we adore you, love. You always say that. You're like, I know you hate to hear that. No, we want to hear exactly what it is you say. She can't really break them, but technically he isn't in harm's way. 2K would have to, hold on, file contempt. Okay, so he has to file for contempt. But if he was in harm's way, then that would be a different situation. I mean, Santos being harmful. To me, I feel like it's just a crazy. But again, the judge isn't going to necessarily hear all of this. But Santos is clearly, at this point, unstable. Every single day that they've had them, they have been in somebody's life that is associated with John in one way or another, being in there, threatening him, talking shit about him, talking about his kid, whatever the case may be. He is absolutely unhinged. That's a good question. How is, in harm's way defined? I don't know. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. It'll be very interesting. But AA knows. Listen, she is on it. She knows what's happening in that area, so. He's more than that, but yeah, he's definitely, Google what, Carrie? Oh my gosh, the cart, first of all, I don't know why the baby was facing forward. That's the first thing. And then the straps being down. Oh my god. My stress. But I'm also very overpossessive over my my grandkids and whatnot too, so. Ooh, will visits be moved to California? I don't know. I think that will kind of go based off of motion to power. I still don't think that they will, but I agree, Danielle. I agree. Santos threatening everyone. Because it's clearly not in his right frame of mind. Well, Brie was doing it too. While she had baby W in her care, she was online putting out threats to people. There's no more, for now, there's no more talk about custody, because custody is already established, right? Brie has no custody of baby W. She only has visitation rights. So, and it sounds, what AA is saying it sounds like John needs to file contempt charges. And I'm sure, I mean, obviously he has a great attorney. I'm sure his attorney has probably been made aware of this, and his attorney is probably doing everything she can to assure that everything is done. Oh, the camera was backwards? Oh, I hope so. That makes me feel better. The straps too. I don't think he wants to file contempt. It's a long drawn out process. Yeah. I just, it'll be interesting to see what happens. So then you think January 6th, they will just file, it'll be an extension because they have to do the motion to compel first. And then they'll go back to finishing up what the visitation is going to be, because custody will remain the same, right? He'll as long as the DVR is in effect, he remains with full custody. Got you. Well, that's good. No, at least he was rear facing, but yeah, still the straps. Well, I think you guys, with that one girl that I was telling you guys about in Texas, remember, she's doing 6 months for the same thing. I don't think he wants to continue. Yeah, I read that one. Man. Looking hate allergies. I wish they had like a good allergy medicine that didn't make me sleepy. I think January 6th will be pushed out for sure. Okay. If residency gets moved, then they'll each have to get a lawyer in Texas. Right. Well, the move-away order was supposed to be happening January 6th as well, but it sounds like since there's the motion to compel... Oh, can you... I don't know if you can do it, like, briefly. They were asking... Some people were asking, like, what the definition of... Or, like, what is a motion to compel? Like, what can happen? Because I know I went over the 12 demands and what they were, and that they weren't turned in. What happens next with that? XY... Wait, XYZ. No, I haven't. That's a non-sleepy allergy medicine. CAL. Thank you, love. No, oh, shit. That went way fast. Hold on, where'd it go? Where'd it go? I missed it. Okay. No, move away doesn't change jurisdiction, but he's already... no. Oh my god. Oh my god. Quit changing them so fast, you guys. What's happening here? Okay, let me just pull up her thing and look at her comments. Here we go. Nothing really happens in motion to compel. The court just decides what docs get handed over. Okay, got you. And then if they don't get handed over, you can move for sanctions. Well, shit, that sucks. They got to do all that then to have this pushed back. I think the visitation's the most... Thank you, Marie. I made myself do something with myself because I've been sick for so long. I'm tired of looking like I just got pulled out of a coffin and came on camera. And I would never, I don't like when people come on and they put like the gingerbread or something over. Who wants to look at that? But I've been looking like I've been knocking on death's door. So I finally decided to do some makeup and make myself somewhat look presentable. So thank you, love. Oh, need the dogs they requested for the 6th? No, because originally the 6th was to go over the visitation. Well, I guess, yeah, technically, right? Because that's why they requested them back in September. Those dogs have been requested since I think like September, October, something like that. What's the point of having a court order if it doesn't? That's what I'm trying to figure out, Amy. That is literally what I'm trying to figure out. I swear they're dragging their feet on purpose to make court take longer. Yeah, I don't know. I've heard that California courts are very, very, very different. Um, and I guess they were right, because that blows my mind that this will vary like that. So she may get one other visit. We'll have to see. I don't know. We will see. Yeah, the movie order to Bree's attorney not answer the demands purposely to delay the January. I don't know. I'm starting to wonder if Bree is just not turning in the stuff. And again, like I was telling you guys, even if you're an attorney, you still have to defend them regardless, So she may have requested them from Bree, and Bree just chose not to turn them in, so she had to respond to however, what she could, I guess. I think Bree refused because it makes her look even worse. Very likely. Where is lawyer? Reminds me of my cousin. I absolutely love lawyer. I'm so happy that he hit his 100K. I was just shocked for the longest time that he was stuck at like 50 or 60K. I'm like, I feel like he would have so many more followers. So I'm so happy that he hit that. I think she has, but I'm not sure it can really be proven. Do you believe she has broke the... Oh, that's a good question. In your professional opinion, do you think she has broke the DVRO? We're talking about Bree and the court date coming up. Welcome to California Family. It's also because she is a mom. Yeah, I've heard that they're very much mom friendly. Bree's excuse, so she's been traveling, looking for... Right, she always has an excuse. That blows my mind too, the traveling. I have no money, but I'm just traveling all over. Things are very different here. That is for sure. For sure. Can you prove that she had the burner account? Yes. Yes, absolutely. She's admitted to it too. She admitted when she got called out on it. She admitted it was hers. If the court or if the order can't be enforced, I think I would compel to keep him home. Yeah, I would definitely push for that. Listen, none of us know what's going to happen. The judge has to make her decision, and Tennessee guy, not a hamster smarter. I think I do too. At least the owl that sits outside on the tree and howls all night and keeps me up, he definitely is. The 6th. On the 6th, yeah. How is Colleen Santos Papa? Oh, how is W calling Santos Papa? Well, exactly. Anyway, that's exactly what I said. And I don't think he is. I truly think that they just do and say things to try to get... They're trying to get 2K to respond. They're trying to get him to pop off and say stuff to try to make him look bad. That's my opinion. I don't know. Maybe he is. But if he is, again, they're going to have to answer to that. I mean, it's already been proven, though, that he was around him this weekend, or this week. Yeah, it'll be very interesting to see what happens. I just hate the stress that they're all under. Absolutely. That's exactly what they're doing, is rage baiting. And everyone just needs to stop giving them the attention. Because the more that they rage bait, the more that everyone floods over to their Snap. And that's where they're making their money right now, is from Snap. So they don't care if it's affecting her custody case. They don't care if it's affecting her in a negative way. The order can be enforced. 2K isn't asking to. He really doesn't need to enforce it. It won't help. Wait, that's confusing to me. The order can be enforced. 2K isn't asking to. He really doesn't need to. It won't help. Well, how can it be enforced if he asks for it to be enforced? It won't help. I don't understand. Or am I reading that wrong? He's like, damn it, Angie.
Okay.
He's like, I'm sick of you.
But I just can't stay up that long. But
Yeah, no, you're good.
the order is enforceable. It's just that 2K would have to assert that enforcement, and it really doesn't benefit him one way or another. In other words, like, she's already has such restricted time and restricted orders that he doesn't. The only time that this DVRO or any kind of enforcement would be beneficial for him is truly if the baby's in harm's way. Now, I heard the question before about, well, what's harm's way? And it means like immediate danger. Like there's what's TikTok friendly? Like if there's like the last time when she had the pew pew, I don't know if I could say that, out on the table, like that to me would be like, okay, if the baby was in her care at that time and that was also going on, that's something that you're like, all right, we need to enforce this because there's serious like potential for immediate irreparable harm.
Right.
So the reality of it is yes, okay, fine. She traveled 5 hours. Yes, that's bad. Yes, everybody's upset about this, but she returned him. He's okay.
Oh, she hasn't yet. The return date is until tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Well,
so we don't know yet.
Okay, so well, then I won't say that yet. But when it becomes like where you want to enforce it is like if she doesn't come back tomorrow or if she doesn't return the baby. Does it look good for her? No, it certainly doesn't, right? Like, but what are you gonna really do? Also, something that a lot of people on TikTok and in general, actually not even just on TikTok, but even in my practice and in other attorneys' practices, is that a lot of these things that are in court orders aren't actually enforceable. Like you really cannot enforce not having the child around somebody. You just can't. There's no, you can have it in, and I see it all the time. And a lot of my clients want to add it in there. Sometimes people listen to it, sometimes people don't, but it's really hard to enforce or completely unenforceable. So, but it makes our clients feel better, right? I have had a client where they wanted no introduction to new partners until they've been dating for 6 months or these silly things. I'll put it in there if that makes my client happy. It's not enforceable, but I'll put it in there.
Yeah.
But you're not going to take somebody to court because they introduced somebody after dating a month instead of 6 months or whatever it may be, right? Like you're not going to do that. And 2K's not doing it either because he really doesn't need to. I know everybody does not like that. But he really doesn't need to.
Yeah, no, we like I said, you always say that, but I always say that we love having you come up because for those of you guys who don't know, AA is a practicing attorney, family law attorney in California and Oregon. So she gives us the correct information as to what's going on. Can they file though for a no contact order or something for Santos to make it more enforceable? Because
no,
it's clear that the child is not. I just don't think that child is safe around him.
No, they can't. I mean, it would have to be, no.
Yeah.
The bar is much higher for somebody who 2K hasn't been in a relationship with, and he hasn't been in a relationship with Santos. It's Bree's partner. So, there isn't really, and Santos isn't a party to their case. So the court can't restrict him either. So anyway.
So what do you think the judge is going to say then when she finds out that each and every time that she's had visitation, that she's broken the rules that she said she hasn't done her parenting classes either, like all the different rules that she's put in the order?
It's a big problem. But you really got to think about it from the perspective of the judge. The judge is probably pissed. Yeah. But the reality of it is no amount of being pissed can you can't take a parent. Now, I know this happens a lot, and I don't want to get eaten alive for this because it does happen and it happens too much. So I don't want to discount when this does happen. But truly, the best interest of the child is supposed to be at the center of what the judge's decisions are. And a judge, sorry, I just stumbled over my words, but a judge being pissed off at a party doesn't make it right for them to just say, oh, all supervised parenting time, oh, all this, all that. The judge really has to evaluate, like, okay, but did you put the child in harm's way? And she didn't. And it sucks. And she should follow the court order. It looks
Yeah.
bad. And there's other ways that a court can rectify some of that or try to anyway. Like there's financial sanctions, there's attorney's fees. Those things get really, really likely when you're fighting like this, right? And when you're not following court orders and when you're, but what a lot of people are advocating for is like a punitive court system. And we just can't advocate for those things because it would not be good for the baby for a judge to just be like, well, you can't follow any of my court orders, so I'm going to take all this parenting time away. Like, that's not right. That's not right. Regardless of, and we don't want a court system like that.
Right.
And so the more likely thing that will happen is that at the end of all of this, 2K's attorney will file a motion for attorney's fees, and that's where all this is going to come up. And it's possible she could pay like a really hefty portion, probably not all of them. And it's rare to be ordered that in California, but given her behavior and her disposition, it's a pretty good chance that he would get attorney's fees and things like that. So there's other ways that a court can, get pissed at a party and be like, all right, well, here you go. But the court can't and shouldn't be like, oh, okay, no time. Now, I don't think she's going to, anyway, January 6th will get pushed out too. So.
Yeah, and I agree with that. I've said that from the beginning too, right? We never want a court to take all parenting rights away unless there's something really major going on and happening. I do think that they need to change. This is my idea, or what I think is best, because visitation and parenting time should always be in what's the best for the child, not the parents, but for the child. My opinion. I think W not seeing his mom for 3 weeks and then seeing her for 1 week and not getting to see his being in his comfort and constantly being in a different place, I don't think that's in the best interest of him. I really think that they should go to more of a standard visitation schedule where she goes every other weekend and sees him every other weekend. She could rent an apartment out in Texas for a month and pay less than what she's paying in an Airbnb, and then baby W would start to see that there's some normalcy, right? He has a room there, his same toys are there, he's not always having to get comfortable, to a new place and all of that different stuff. I just think 3 weeks is way too long to go without seeing her.
It is really far too long.
I just think that, especially at this age, he's having to leave his comfort and go there. So if the judge would order that, I think that would be the best in all scenarios. But yeah, and I've told you guys too, we can't, just because a client pisses a judge off, the judge can't be like, oh, so you pissed me. Okay, now I'm going to give you more time, or I'm going to take the judges can't put their personal opinions into it. They have to use what is in the law. Now, I do think it's crazy if the judge puts in an order that there's absolutely no consequences if she breaks the order. I think that's crazy work. But
well, I also want to. Somebody made a comment that said that I always give a strong opinion that's pro Bree without watching the clips of the lives, and that's not my intention. I think she's not a very good parent, and I think she makes really bad choices. But the reality of it is I'm just trying to give a perspective from like what the court would or more likely do than not do, and I'm not trying to be pro Bree. I'm also not pro 2K, so I'll be blunt about that as well. But
yeah, she always comes on and gives a completely unbiased opinion. And guys, she's the one, right, out of all of us. There's 968 of you guys in the chat, and then me, so it's 969 people. And she's the one that's in the courtrooms every day with the judges in family law court in California. She's going to know better than any of us as to what's going on, So it's a blessing for her to come up and share her thoughts and opinions with us.
But it is really unfortunate for this baby. I just will say that. And
right.
And Angie, what you were saying before is completely spot on with regard to just the amount of time. Like it's they have a really bad plan right now.
Yeah.
So it's certainly not a long-term plan.
Yeah, no, I don't know why the judge did that. She started out with saying it was going to be every other week, right? She said, we'll do standard every other weekend. For in Texas, you can have Friday through Sunday. And then something about the cost came up. She's like, oh, that's right. She's like, okay, well, then we'll do the 3 weeks off, 1 week on. And just every video that you see of Baby W when he's there, it's just, and she's the one posting them. You'd think she'd post the ones where he's happy and cute and giggly or whatever. She doesn't. That poor baby just looks miserable.
Yeah, and I don't know. I mean, it's a very interesting situation. I don't know what their I don't even yeah. It is a conundrum, people in the chat here. It is a problem because you really have to think about how you prove that in a court of law. Like you can't just show a clip because I agree with you 100%, Andrew, that it just doesn't look very bonded or attached. But what we see in a clip, her argument would be what we see in a clip is not indicative of their entire relationship, and they have a great bond. And so you have to try to figure out how you prove that. And you can have an expert on attachment theory, and you can have all these experts and all these,
Right.
but, I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to show. I don't know. It's just the whole situation is just crazy. It's a sad situation because at the end of it, there is a little boy that is stuck in the middle of all of this, and Santos right now is more unhinged than he's ever been. And so it's just crazy to me that I guess it's just scary. Bree's getting worse with her AB towards Santos. We know that that's a constant scenario and situation. They put it all over and then the child's now in the midst of it. It's just it's so much.
Yeah, and that is something that is something that a court can say, hey, no, you're not going to have, or you're only going to have supervised parenting time or something like that. Like if that continues and that's provable, I think that's probably right. That's even a CPS standard also, failure to protect. So, if the baby's around that, that a court can definitely step in and do that.
So I'm glad to know that because we were talking about that before you came in. I was saying, again, every state is different. I know my state, yes, that is even a CPS issue. A child can be removed if you refuse to leave a DV situation because you're putting your child in harm's way. You're failing to protect the child, so the child can be removed. So it's good to know that at least they have that in California, so they can even go that angle. At this point, all anybody wants, and I tell you guys all the time, yes, I support John 100%, but I'm pro-child, right? So I'm always going to be what is best for the child. And my opinion right now is not 3 weeks without his, without his mom and or 1 week without his dad and grandma. That the child does not seem to be thriving, and they're rage baiting and they're using him for monetary gain. There doesn't really seem to be a connection. And again, the DV stuff that's happening, and now we know that Santos is there throughout the entirety of the visit. So we know what's happening. That's how the very last visit they had. Remember, they got into the whole. They went to the club appearance, then they got into an argument. That's when he accidentally went live and just happened to show the areas that she was showing in the Airbnb to prove that they were together because he accidentally went live. You can't, it would be extremely difficult to accidentally go live. You have to hit several buttons. So I don't know how you accidentally do that. So I don't know. It'll be interesting, you guys. We all have to just hope and pray. And again, remember, there's a little boy in the midst of all of this. So.
Yeah, that's the biggest,
yep,
saddest part about all of this.
Exactly.
Crazy. But yeah, I just wanted to come up and
really fast, last question. Somebody asked, do you think that visits will be moved to California.
No. I mean, at least not right now, no. But I think that that's why they need all these documents.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody did ask, I don't remember the exact question, but somebody had asked before, if she's not handing over documents if the court orders, and if she's not doing certain things, is that's not a reason for them to take parenting time away, but they won't change it. I mean, it's not, they're not ready to, it sounds like they're not ready to proceed with the hearing on the 6th. And then somebody asked about Bree being punished on the 6th. I think Susie Q asked that. No, 2K hasn't asked for that. The court, I guess, could sua sponte do that, but I don't think they're going to.
I guess it'll be up to see what happened, what John's attorney moves forward with. Did you see that she got moved to partner at a new firm?
I am familiar with that. I do know that
I
that
tell you,
happened.
that came out and TikTok went crazy. Oh my God, John no longer has an attorney. His attorney quit. Well, I'm like, calm down. You just have to put in a motion if you transferred law firms or whatever. So she's moved off. She went from being an attorney to being a partner. That calm down. She's still his attorney.
Yeah, I think that that'll be really good for her.
Yeah. Yeah,
Because she was kind of pigeonholed at that other firm. Anyway, I won't say much more about that, but it's good for her.
Yes. I'm excited for it. Well, thank you
Yeah,
so much. I know you said you didn't have much time, but I
I don't.
always love and thank you when you come up here, and quit saying I know you guys don't like to hear, because we do want to hear.
Well, no, but people don't like to hear it. I get like ripped in the comments when I say things. People think I'm like pro,
No,
pro
you
Bree. I'm
guys
like,
should.
wait, I'm not pro either of them. I promise I'm
Right.
not. But I did just want to say that, I don't think that Oh, I just accidentally took a screenshot. I don't think that January 6th will happen. I know both of the attorneys. Somebody asked if I know his attorney. I know both of their attorneys, but we don't. I mean, I don't know about their case, so I don't know about all the drama. But I don't think it'll go forward on the 6th, so don't hold your breath for that. I think it'll get pushed out. Visits won't get changed. They might lock in some dates. Maybe they won't lock in dates. Maybe they won't.
Yeah, because right now there's no dates because I don't know if you were in here when I was reading or if you saw the transcript. The judge was pissed because they didn't meet and confer, and the judge literally, I turned it into a whole drinking game. I'm like, each time she says meet and confer or 4:30, take a drink, because she's like, it is now 4:30. I told you to meet and confer. I told you 10:30 this morning to meet and confer. You didn't. Now it's 4:30. So there are no dates actually locked in at all for this whole time. They've just been doing it like a month at a time per se. So this is her tomorrow. She is supposed to bring him back. And then there's no further visitation set up because they were supposed to do that January 6th. Because January 6th, or what the judge said was, I will consider having visitation moved to California if you complete your 12 weeks of parenting class, which she hasn't done, if you have a residence in California, and if there are no issues at all in any of your visitations over these 4 months, then I will consider moving them. And of course, there's been an issue every freaking time.
Oh yeah. So they for sure. I don't even think, even if they have a quick like check-in, which is what I think will happen on January 6th. I certainly don't think that they'll be moved to California for sure.
Yeah.
Especially based on that transcript. I mean, but she'll still get time.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. Unless, though, I didn't know that there was, can we say AB?
Oh, any abuse?
Use? Yeah. I'm like, I don't know what the TikTok terms are for some of this stuff.
I never know to change them.
But if there is that going on between her, and her partner, then the court can take that into consideration. And it's possible that the court, and listen, also, both attorneys do not want to be in a position where the judge is yelling at both of them because they're not conferring with each other.
Right.
And so,
I mean,
I know one of the attorneys watches some of these lives. One of the attorneys' firms watches some of these lives. So I'll just say they should really make a good faith effort to confer.
yeah, I'm like out of the 133 pages, I think the last 3 pages was the judge reaming them for not meeting and conferring and it being 4:30. I mean, she was livid. Like the judge was pissed. I'm like, oh, that's never a good position to be in.
Oh yeah, you really don't want to be. You really don't want to be that.
Yeah.
So, oh, and Boxer Mom. Okay, that because Boxer Mom, I think you were the one that also asked about police records, and I was going to make a comment on the police records because police records actually aren't what people think that they are, and more often than not, they can't be used in court because it's all hearsay. So, if he was not charged, then it's kind of a nothing, like kind of a wash, which I know, again, I know people don't like to hear that, but it's kind of a wash. And even if he's charged, it's still not really looked at unless he's convicted. And so, you know, you know,
It'll be
it doesn't really do
interesting.
anything. And you can, and even when people end up calling the police a lot, like there's a, like I have clients, sometimes they'll come in and they'll have, pages of police reports. Like, they call the police whenever, one of the parents doesn't hand them over, or if they're late for
Yeah.
if they're late for a handoff of children, of the kids. And then they come with all these papers. I'm like, well, like we really can't use this in court, and you have to have the police officer who wrote the document and testify, and so it's really kind of a mess. So, and courts don't like that. Courts don't like that you call the police all the time. You can just make a simple record, just FYI. You could just make a simple note in a simple journal or a simple calendar and call it a day.
Yeah.
But
Yep. I agree on
anyway,
that one.
so
Crazy.
that is all for me. But my children are ready for bed, so I could probably pop on if you're on later. I could probably pop on in like 30 minutes or so. But
Okay. Yeah, I would love that. Because I came on super early, so I may take a quick break, do dinner, and then come back on as well. So yeah, if you want to come on later, that would be great.
alrighty, well, I'm
As
gonna listen
always,
to you though. So
I
so
so appreciate you.
all right, perfect.
All
Well, I
right.
will see you in a little bit, and I'll be
All right.
listening now. So
All right. Sounds good, love. Bye. As always, so great to have AAlawtok come up and chat with us, and kind of give us, the input on what her thought is, what she thinks, all of that good stuff. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Well, yeah, I think she said that is that she clearly didn't. I know, me too. I know knowing what the lawyers watch these. Yeah, I think she said that she clearly violated some of the things, or she didn't follow the orders as she was supposed to. But it doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of consequences, which, in my opinion, sucks. Hey, TL, which really, really sucks in California. They need to change that because the consequence is going to come out on the child, right? But I have faith in John's attorney. I'm sorry about how that does. Oh, you love it. Give me a love. Thank you, love. Okay, how does an order get made but not followed? I don't understand that myself either. That blows my mind. I don't understand that. I definitely don't. Thank you, JJ. I definitely don't understand how, like, I don't understand, I guess, the purpose of there being an order if there's no consequences to said order. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Well, we don't know it yet. Let's wait to see what happens come January and February, um, and see what happens. Absolutely, my favorite word. So, yeah, it'll be very interesting. It also puts a child at danger, not enforcing the orders. Yeah. I mean, yeah. There's just a lot. It's crazy. It was crazy. Okay, so we're gonna do this because I came on early because I always want. I'm making a very, very valid effort to come on early for my East Coasters. But I also want to make it to where I'm not eating dinner at 10 and 11 o'clock at night because that's not good for me. So I came on at 5 to chat with you guys. So I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to run to the store and grab some dinner really fast. And then I will come back live. And then AA said that if she's available, then she will come back live as well. So give me about 1 hour. I know. I love my East Coasters so much because there's so many of you guys and in Canada. So Saturdays and Sundays, as long as I'm able to, I'm going to go live during the day. Even if I have to do 2 lives, then I will. And then I'm going to try at least one day during the week to go on by 5 o'clock. I don't get off work until usually like 5:30 or 6. So that's why I go on a little bit later. But I just want you guys to know that I know you guys are here. I have a huge support base on the East Coast. I see you, I love you, and I'm definitely making a valid effort to come on live a lot earlier for you guys. And I've been doing a lot better at uploading either same day or next morning, uploading my lives onto YT as well. So if you guys are not following, make sure you guys follow here. And then I love you guys too. And then follow over on YT. I already have yesterday's uploaded. I will put that up today. And then I'll get this uploaded. So give me about an hour. Let me go eat. I appreciate you guys. You guys literally are, it's crazy. I can't believe we're getting ready to go into 2026 together. We brought in 2025 together. We're about to bring in another year, 2026. And I think last year at this time I had like, I don't know, like 15, 20,000 followers maybe. Now we're about to hit 100,000. Well, we got a ways to go. We're at 91. We got a ways to go. So we need about 8,500 more people. Okay. But we'll get there. We'll hit 100,000. It may not be before 2026, but we'll get there eventually. So, all right, guys, I love you all so much. Give me about an hour and then I will be back on. You guys eat as well. Get a snack and come on back. All right, bye, guys.